How's it going, people? How you guys doing? It's another match preview. It's Chelsea versus the Arsenal at Stamford Bridge this Sunday. It is the Rice versus the Caicedo debate, or Rice versus the Caicedo derby. It is the first versus the second. It's also a London derby. It's a big game. And before this game, we had, as an Arsenal fan, I felt like we had an unfair fixture. In 1 week, we played Tottenham, yes, at the Emirates. We played Bayern Munich, another tough game. A game that a lot of people counted us out at the Emirates still, and we still won those two games with goal margins. It was a proper performance in those two games. And while you know, Maresca's job has been worthy of mention and commendable, at least from their Confluence League to the Club World Cup and to what he's doing now, having the youngest squad in the league. I think that deserves an applause. I also think that we also understand what's at stake. We also understand that if we win this game, or maybe when we win this game, we are going to be 9 points ahead of Chelsea and more or less 7 points ahead of Man City, as we expect them to beat West Ham this weekend, right? So again, it's a tough game. I recognize that Chelsea is quite on form, being second on the table, 6 points behind us currently. It's not a fluke. I think they're like 23 points and we are 29. Yeah. So I think that's not a fluke. That's a testament to the level of work and dedication that the whole coaching staff, the team have put into the football club. I also recognize that Cucurella, I watched the Barca game, even though it was a 10-man Barca team, but you see how Chelsea was flying, energetic midfielders. They were all flying. They were winning their second duels. They were winning the balls. They were pressing. No breathing space. You can tell how deadly they are in the attack, even without their star man Palmer. So I understand that. I also understand that Hansi Flick, I don't think he did his homework playing high line. We don't do that with the Premier League team. The way we play is quite different from what you do in Spain. So I thought that they were going to be a bit more respectful, a bit more conservative to, kind of grow into the game and understand how they can, utilize their attackers. I don't know why Rafinha or anyway, I'm not here to discuss the Barcelona game, but you get the point. They won. I'm not going to take anything away from them. It was a proper performance, and kudos to Chelsea. On the other end, in London, we played Bayern Munich, and a lot of people counted us out. And after the first half, which was more of trying to absorb pressure, letting them hold the ball, Arteta kind of like deployed his tactics and masterclass, or deployed Calafiori and Noni, and we got the win at the end of the day. Decisive win. A second half performance was top notch. So it's a game of first versus second, like I said. Two guys, two teams who are definitely on form. So it's going to be an interesting watch. Like I said, Cucurella doing his bits. People now label him like one of the best left backs in the league right now, and deservedly so. Neto is on top form. Estevao looks serious. Palmer, from the press conference Maresca granted earlier today, he had mentioned that Palmer is available for a start or coming in from the bench. We all know he's gonna start from the bench, but that's also a threat in its own right. Bayern Munich is not a small team, and I'm confident that if we did a good job against Bayern, that we're confident about our performance against any other team in the world. Rice in that game and in the past couple of, even since the season started, has been he has been on another level. Someone that runs from minute 1 to the 94th minute without that's why they call him the horse, right? And we have Saliba, who is returning to his best, who took the ownership of the back line and the leadership role. So he's played with Incapi, he's played with Mosquera, and we know what Gabriel brings to the team, but the levels didn't drop per se, defensively at the very least, right? Eze has been, since the London derby that he had the hat-trick, he had also given an assist in the third goal against Bayern Munich. He's also finding his form. He's really good. He's looking really good and sharp. Martinelli, even with the Trossard doubts in this game, Martinelli is more than happy and capable to come in and do a job. He has a record. against Chelsea, loves scoring against Chelsea. You can remember the famous goal against Chelsea where Kante slipped. So there's a thing with him scoring in big games and scoring against Chelsea. And of course, Deputy Star Boy, Noni Madueke, who isn't faced by this challenge. I'm sure he's itching to come on the grass and do a job and prove a point. Whether he's booed or not, he knows what time it is. I'm sure he's itching to also score a goal. If Ebere could do it against Crystal Palace, then Noni could. Imagine if Noni really does. That would be crazy. So ultimately, it's a big game. Everyone is excited and looking forward to it. We know that if we beat Chelsea, or when we beat Chelsea, that we're going to be 9 points clear of them. Like I said, 7 points ahead of City because we expect them to beat West Ham. So it's an interesting watch. Obviously, my first 11 in this game, maybe I'll just stick with Mosquera and Saliba in the centre-back position, right back, Urin Timber and Calafiori. But the usual suspects in the middle, Eze, Rice, and Zubimendi. And then, of course, now, in the centre forward position, I don't know how fit Victor is right now. We've not heard much. I think he's going to start in the game. I just feel like he's going to start and maybe have Merino coming in the second half if we are looking to catch them on a cross or on a set piece or something. I just feel like Victor Gyökeres brings a lot of press. You don't want to have Merino and Eze, who aren't really the greatest in terms of pressing. So you need someone like a Victor Gyökeres to kind of just sort of help with the pressing personally. Just thinking out loud, imagine Victor Gyökeres and Odegaard in a team pressing together. That would be crazy. But anyway, in this game, I don't think Odegaard is 100% to start right now. So again, I'm thinking Gyökeres will start. I don't know. Ateta is playing mind games. I definitely believe he's going to start. But if he's not available, then we have Merino to start. And then, of course, Trossard, according to the press conference from Ateta, he doesn't think it's serious enough. So I expect Trossard to start on the left and Saka on the right. But in case Trossard is not able to start, we have Martinelli who's able to do the job. My score prediction, 3-1. I think we are going to be convincing on the day. We're going to do a job. I think Chelsea will score. Who scores in their team, I don't care. I know that we're going to score and we're going to score. I foresee Noni scoring a goal, Saka, and maybe a Merino. But at the end of the day, what matters to me the most is that we come out with a convincing 3 points and stay clear of the table to the point where Liverpool no longer even wants to even attempt. They're not even in the best place or in the best position to even think about the title now. It's far gone from them. So now the idea is to stay as far away from City as possible. So, but fingers crossed. I'm hoping and praying, and I know my team will not fail me. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go on Sunday and do the job.